Hello, I'm David Smith with the Gem News Network, and we're kind of right at the heart of the lapidary scene here in Tucson. We're literally 3 blocks north of Keeling Junior High, where the very first Tucson Gem and Mineral show ever took place. We're right around the corner from where Star Gems was located back in the late 60s and 70s, and we're not very far from Cibola Lapidary, which was owned by Dan Cottle. And Dan Cottle was really the driving force behind the very first Tucson Gem and Mineral show. So let's go take a look. We're going to start over there at what used to be Cibola Lapidary Supply, and which was Dan's shop. And then we'll go take a look at Keeling Junior High and see where the very first show took place. Come on, let's go. Here we are on the corner of Mountain and Prince in Tucson, and behind me is, as promised, Outlet Electric, and this is where Cibola Lapidary Supply was, owned by Dan Cottle. And the funny thing is, when we just came out here to film this, as I was walking up, I saw this amazing piece of conglomerate that is so big. I mean, this thing probably weighs, I don't even know, 400 pounds. I can almost guarantee you that Dan Cottle put this rock here, or one of his buddies, and who's gonna move it, you know, after all these years. It's cool that there's a little piece of history that I can sit on to tell you the rest of the story. The first Tucson Gem and Mineral show started in 1955, and it is now 2024. So do that math, it's a long time. So we're gonna go next, now we've seen where Dan's shop was, we're gonna go down to Keeling Junior High, not very far away, and see where the show was actually held. Come on, let's go. And poof, here we are, Keeling Junior High. So the year, 1955. And a friend of Dan's came from a gem show up in Phoenix and said, hey, why don't we have a gem show in Tucson? And so literally within 2 weeks, this group of guys scrambled together and got the tables. They needed showcases to put some of these mineral exhibits and so on for like a contest, just like they have now, and ribbons and all that. And so they went to local drugstores and department stores and literally borrowed showcases from a variety of businesses around Tucson. So they didn't really match and so on. But this is how things happen, when they're gonna happen. Within 2 weeks, they put together posters, showcases, ribbons, banners. When you got all the right ingredients, you get one little spark and boom, it just takes off. In that same short time, Dan and a buddy, they went to they were members of the Tucson Gem and Mineral Society, and they went to a board meeting, and they said, hey, let's have a gem show. This is a great idea. We can put it all together. Tucson Gem and Mineral Society said, yeah, good luck with that. We're not going to put any money behind it. They didn't really see the vision. So this group of guys, this ragtag bunch of lapidary rockhounds, put together a show just, with community effort and donations and so on. And they were able to get this school to agree, but they had to have everything cleaned up Sunday night because, of course, Monday morning is school and so on. It was the cafeteria. So they paid, according to the oldest account we could find, the typewritten account from Dan Cottle, they had to pay $10 to pay for the janitor to mop up and do everything on Sunday night. The show was such a hit on Saturday, and the newspaper came out. The Arizona Daily Star came out, shot some pictures. And so then that was in the newspaper Sunday morning. And Sunday morning was kind of a windy, blustery day. And so, it was a great thing to do indoors. So they had different accounts, say 1,300, 1,600, more people than could get in the building. So one of the board members from the Tucson Gem and Mineral Society that the board had said no thanks, came up to Don and said, I want to apologize for my attitude. It looks like, yes, Tucson, we can have a Gem and Mineral show. Our Tucson Gem and Mineral Society basically took over the show from that point. It was so popular that they moved it down to a Quonset hut at the fairgrounds. It moved to the community center, and then in the 90s when the big new convention center was built, then it moved in there. To this day, the main event is the show that's put on by the Tucson Gem and Mineral Society. So when you go to that, you're supporting a local nonprofit that's tied to the history all the way back to 1955. And another cool thing that's been happening in the last 20 years is tons of people are opening businesses in Tucson, like from Madagascar, from Africa, from China, from Japan, from all over the world. They open businesses here. In fact, there's a new one, a Moldavite business that's just opening up over on Drockman. They come and they open up year-round showrooms here, so they don't have to shut down and pack everything up. They have affordable staff. They have great weather. Tucson is a fabulous place. So if you enjoy the show, come visit Tucson any day of the year. And our businesses, Beat Holiday and Faceting's Paradise, will be open, and several others. We're more than happy to show you. There's a little history about the Tucson Gem and Mineral show. Let's head back to Faceting's Paradise where there's air conditioning, because, man, May, it's getting warm. So let's go, come on. So I hope you enjoyed learning a little bit of history about the Tucson Gem and Mineral show. You can see I'm sporting their shirt here from the 2020 show, but I need to get a newer shirt. But I got to get back to work on my Ultratech V5 over here and take a look at this lovely little piece of citrine that I cut into a Portuguese cut. So thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you soon. Bye.